It's Motorhead right here on the Classic Metal Show with Dead Men Tell No Tales. Well, Chris, the last hour and a half here of the Classic Metal Show. Thought we'd get into some topics and subjects, kind of bring us up from the sadness of the passing of Lemmy.
All right.
And get your thoughts and opinions on things.
You're not going to just rage me out, are you?
I don't know. I don't know. The last couple of years, because of social media and Facebook and whatnot,
right?
People have been, I'm going to use the term passive aggressive.
Okay.
In the way that they deal with other people that piss them off or whatnot. And especially in food service, because we all deal with restaurants and,
sure,
takeout and delivery and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that seem to always hit social media, which I think is ridiculous, both good and bad, are these servers who are passively aggressively attacking their customers who piss them off by either writing or making some kind of notation on their receipts.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that, and that's just ridiculous.
It's stupid because you can always trace it back to the person who did it.
Yeah, you might as well just write, "I'm so fired, so you're a stupid cunt" on their receipt.
Well, that's funny that you should use that terminology.
Really?
Yes.
Right.
Because over in Michigan, a lady read her receipt recently.
Okay.
And couldn't believe what she read.
All right.
And again, I'm always amazed how people will write a notation.
Yeah, on something that they're going to hand away, and just knowingly they're going to get tagged.
Yeah, it's going to be traced right back to you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Somebody else must have wrote that.
Exactly.
For my customer that I took the tip from.
So here we go.
All right.
Kenyatta Robinson.
White girl.
Exactly.
Right? White girl?
Yes.
Okay, Kenyatta.
Kenyatta, Kenyyatta.
Now, that was my first choice for my daughter when she was born.
But you settled on Kylie?
I settled on Kylie.
You thought Kenyatta.
I was like, Kenyatta, Kylie. I tried for Kenyatta, but Georgetta shot me down.
Right. She said, we need to abridge that just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be tough to write that out on that 2-inch writing paper with that big horse leg pencil.
Right.
When she's in first grade. Kenyatta Robinson.
Is that like a pinata?
Yes.
More keen?
Well, she's a pinata to this food establishment who took advantage of her.
Okay.
Banged her around like a pinata. Kenyatta. Robinson refuses to give her dough to Domino's Pizza.
Uh-oh.
Like the catchy wordsmithing there.
I get it, because they make pizza out of dough.
Correct.
Whatever.
She refuses to give her dough to Domino's Pizza after discovering a vulgar. How would you describe vulgar, the terminology vulgar?
He's done with words. Vulgar?
Yeah, I remember when growing up, if we, in my household, there were 6 kids. Mm-hmm. My parents were very conservative people.
Sure.
So if you were to use something that was unsavory in terminology, my mother would often use the term, "Stop using such vulgar language."
Okay, like fuck or cunt or piss.
Well, we know that we would never say anything like that.
What was her definition of vulgar?
I think just saying something is innocent as fart.
Butthole?
Yeah, something like that. Stop using vulgar language.
Okay.
So anyway, she discovered a vulgar note on 2 receipts.
Uh-oh.
Robinson's daughter recently ordered a pizza from a Domino's in West Bloomfield, Michigan. When she saw the receipt,
What's her name? Quinstantine?
When she saw the receipt, something bothered her.
Okay.
And it wasn't the price of the pie.
Ooh.
On the receipt, there were 3 words. 2 of them offensive.
Oh, no.
Fuck this cunt. I don't know why you find this funny. This is not funny. This is vulgar and tragic.
She wrote "fuck this cunt" on the receipt?
Yes. It was actually printed in the receipt.
Oh, I love that.
I knew you'd enjoy this. There it is in the chat room.
Oh, no. Dude, finish this story or get a little further, and I'll tell you a story about stuff like this.
All right. I don't understand why they would treat me this way.
Oh,
Robinson told WXYZ TV. See, here's the thing. How does the media get involved?
Because she sent it to him.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Who are these people that something like this happens and immediately they call the radio station or TV station or whatever? Who thinks to themselves, see, if something like this happened to me,
yeah,
I don't think my first thought or inclination would be, I need to get on the phone and call the radio station or the TV station. They need to get out here and see this.
Right.
I mean, is that your first thought?
No. What? Well, let's play it the other way, though. Let's take it the other way. What would have to happen with a pizza joint for you to call?
I don't think that I ever would.
Would you, let's say you bought a calzone and it was loaded with fucking a dead rat.
I don't know that I would alert the media. That's the thing. I don't think that I know that in my mind. I don't know that there's anything that I would alert the media to.
How about if you and Taylor were out for dinner and Taylor died and then it came back that her stomach that was supposed to have rigatoni in it really had fucking arsenic?
Would I personally...
Would you go to the media then to report?
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know that even would be in the first 10 things in my mind that, hey, I need to call up WX.
I'm saying, would you ever?
I don't know. I don't think I would.
You so mad that you'd be like, I gotta fucking shut this goddamn place down.
Well, I guess it was I don't know, to be honest with you. Because it would never even occur to me to pick up the phone and call the media.
Right.
But
yeah,
apparently that just seems to be the way it goes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll give a personal. I had to sue my kid's school system.
Okay.
I won't get into why because I actually don't know if I can legally.
Sure.
But I did have to sue my kid's school system. And when we were before the phase where we went to doing it legal, one of the things my lawyer had me threaten was that I was going to use my position on the radio.
Okay.
To expose what they were doing. And we did threaten it, but I never did it because it just didn't seem right for me. For me personally, it didn't seem like the right play. But that's about as close as I've ever come. And it was something significant. But that was fucking with my kid.
Well, was it because it was just specifically about your kid, or do you think it was a public service announcement, more or less?
It was specifically about my kid, but they were not giving my kid something that my kid was legally due. Therefore, I had to sue.
Well, okay, but I mean, as far as alerting the media, is this like something that you were just like, well, this happened to me, and I think it's my duty to inform other people to be aware?
Yeah, it was. There was something that was denied one of my kids that they denied because it would change their budgetary standing.
Okay.
Not because it was what my kid was due. You know, my kid was due it, but they said no because it would hurt them budgetarily. And I was like, fuck you. I don't care about your fucking budget.
Right.
And so that's why I had to sue.
Okay. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Just a quick note. To be fair, I don't think she actually alerted the media. I think what probably was more likely to have happened is she probably posted about it on Facebook.
Well, again, that was my question. It's just like, it's amazing to me how these incidences always seem to end up in the media. Whether she did it personally or she posted it on her Facebook or whatever the case may be.
Well, do you watch the local news where you're at?
No, I don't. I just don't have any use for that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, I do occasionally, and it seems like they've gotten lazy and they troll Facebook, local social media, to see what people are talking about, and if it's something that seems like they can make a story out of it to fill 2 minutes, they'll do it.
Sure. Well, I get that, that and I agree with you that they get lazy and it's like, well, what's going on around town? And, oh, hey, somebody got a bad note on their receipt. Let's contact that person and find out what happened.
Yeah, I think that's probably what happened here.
Okay.
Well, again, I'm always
if I was a fucking news director and somebody called me and said somebody wrote "fuck this cunt" on my pizza receipt, that's not a story.
Well, you never know. I think people these days are so drawn to wanting to be famous even for 2 minutes that they'll go, again, I'm just speculating, that they'll go through great lengths to somehow get their mug on TV.
I honestly, I think she posted about it on Facebook and the TV station.
And again, here again, why are you posting this on Facebook? What does that do? Aside from, oh, you poor son of a bitch! Oh my God, I can't believe that happened to you.
That's it. That's what people use Facebook for, as a way to blow off steam, and it's just another way to communicate. It's not like it's just another way to just tell your friends without actually having to be there with them and just tell them face to face.
We've become such a vapid community.
It's just a way to blow off steam and bitch about stuff that pisses you off, just like we do in real life.
I guess.
I mean, I don't even have Facebook still.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but that's I get it. That's what people do. But the TV station sees it and thinks it might be a story, so they call her up, and she's like, "Well, hell yeah, I'll talk to him."
Sure,
why not?
Of course. All right.
Somebody's fixed.
Sure, there's probably a lot of truth to that.
Yeah,
it's one of those non-stories that has somehow made it into a story.
Sure it is. That's why we're reading it here tonight. Because now it's a story.
Now it's a story, so we'll keep on feeding into the machine by talking about how it shouldn't be a story.
Of course, because the only reason I picked it out is because the word cunt was so prominently displayed. Because that's so offensive to me. It's offensive and vulgar.
Well, to be honest, if it was written on my receipt, I probably wouldn't patronize that business either.
Sure.
I mean, if you go to a restaurant and the service is, routinely bad, or even if you have just one exceptionally bad experience, don't go there anymore. And if I had Facebook, I'd probably bitch about it on Facebook too.
That's right. Vote with your dollars, pal.
Sure. All right. Fuck you, pal.
All right. So anyway, Robinson decided to see if this was an accident. An accident. So she
right clit.
So she placed another order.
Okay.
When I came to pick it up, That receipt had the same vulgar language, she told the station.
See, I know how this happened now.
Sure.
We had there's like a section in the computer for notes.
Right.
And we could always put notes about the customers.
Sure.
And we always wrote fucking horrendous shit. We never wrote fuck this cunt, but we always wrote, like if they were a pain in the ass, or pain in the ass.
Right.
Or non-tipper. That
Sure.
was a biggie.
Right.
Non-tipper or big complainer. The guys that would complain that it was 30 minutes. That was back when it was 30 minutes or less.
Sure.
And you'd get those fucking assholes that'd be like, you're 31 minutes. I want my pizza for free. Those assholes. So, and then they would label it. And then when we saw the fucking label that they were, especially non-tippers, we used to have this, you put the pizzas on a rack. I don't know if you've ever worked there.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it.
Well, the top of the rack was like way high, like up by the lights.
Mm-hmm.
We would open the pizza, the pizza box, and stick it up there by the lights. And maybe it was those tube lights, whatever those are called. The
fluorescent
lights.
Mm-hmm.
We'd give that light fixture a good wrap or two so that the dust would all get on the pizza. And that way and honestly, our hope was that they would eat it. It would taste like shit and it'd be cold.
Right.
And then they wouldn't order anime.
Sure.
Because none of us wanted to go take it over there for a non-tipper. Or somebody would be like, the price would be $14.99. They'd hand you a fucking 10 on a 5 and tell you to keep the change.
Sure.
It's like, fuck you. No, you take this penny back. It clearly means more to you than me. I'm not taking your penny, you fucking cunt. And believe me, I thought it many times. I never wrote it in the system, but I certainly thought you're a fucking cunt many times.
Yeah. Well, that's what it said on this gal's receipt.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it was just the notes.
Yeah, fucking cunt. Well,
and I'll bet you she was a fucking cunt.
Well,
previously.
Let's find out.
All right.
Robinson believes the receipts are in retaliation for the time in 2014 she complained about not getting the sausage pizza she ordered.
Right. There you go.
The manager told her she would no longer be served, and she complained to his superiors. Ronnie Asmir, director of operations at Domino, said the manager was later terminated in part for being rude to the customers. His parting gift to us was putting that vulgar comment in her phone number's notes.
See, there you go.
There you go.
Exact same thing.
Apparently, no one noticed the comment until Robinson pointed it out.
Nice.
Asmir has tried to apologize to her and offered her a gift certificate to make it up to her, but Robinson refused to accept it ever.
Because she's going to sue.
Yeah. I will never eat here again, Robinson told the station, ever in my lifetime.
Look, do you see what's going on out your window, Neeley? Can you see out your window? It's all the Domino's in fucking Chicago closing.
Exactly.
This lady's not going to shop at Domino's anymore.
No more.
So the whole fucking company's closing.
It is.
What an idiot.
Vulgar receipts are as common as pizzerias at pizzerias as mozzarella cheese or pepperoni.
Oh, stop it, writer.
But they do not show up from time to time. In July, Loretta Smith Lane ordered chicken wings from a New Jersey pizzeria and asked that they be fried hard.
Okay.
When she got the order from the Danny's Pizzeria in Bridgeton, the note on the receipt underneath the special instructions was the vulgar phrase, fried hard like a black dick.
What does that even mean?
Hard like a black dick.
Oh. I was like, when do you fry a dick?
It was blackened.
Oh, all right.
Hard and black like a black dick.
Nice.
In January 2012, a Papa John's restaurant in New York City came under fire when the receipt received to the customer, not by her name, but by Lady Chinky Eyes. The employee who typed the phrase into the system was later terminated.
Oh, jeez, funny.
I know. I thought you'd enjoy that.
I love that.
Lady Chinky Eyes.
Chinky eyes.
Yeah.
I can totally relate to that, though.
I'm sure you can. You told a story.
We did it.
What a fucking bastard you are.
We did the same shit. I think everybody. I'll bet you every pizza place in the country does this. Honestly, they just don't fucking deliver the receipt that says "fuck you, cunt."
Right.
Ours were like private notes.
Sure.
But I'll bet you if some auditor, and I guess it's not illegal to do, but I'll bet you if some auditor went into every pizza place in the country and just looked at their computer, they'd find those kind of notes.
Sure they would.
In every place, because there's always cunty customers.
Cunty.
Yeah.
Hey, they got a legitimate beef, pal.
Good.
Why don't you just be a little more sympathetic to the plight of the customer, will you?
You know what? The customer is not always right. The customer's not. Sometimes the customer's a fucking cunt-ass fool.
Sure.
And most of the time, that's the case. For as much as that dumb saying, the customer's always right, has taken hold, almost universally, these kind of situations come up when some fucking asshole customer tries to test that theory. And I'll bet you this lady was such a fucking bitch. I know the guy got fired and whatnot because that's what corporate does.
Sure.
But I guarantee you she was such a fucking twat that's why this guy fucking labeled her. It wasn't like she was like, "Oh, I didn't get my pizza. Can we do something about it?" I guarantee it was like, "You didn't deliver me my pizza and my fucking this and blah, blah." It's like, I guarantee that's what happened. And this guy sat there on the phone and listened to it and was like, "Fuck this stupid cunt." And he wrote it down.
Sure.
Make sure that the next guy wouldn't fucking have to deal with her or would be on the lookout for her. But unfortunately, then it got printed out.
What was that movie? I'm not sure if it's one of the Kevin Smith movies or whatever, but it says, "Whatever happened to the customer's always right." It goes, "Whatever happened to the customer's a fucking asshole."
Yeah, no kidding. That's true.
I think it's one of those Kevin Smith movies.
It must be.